Texas and from Portland and from just all over the U.S. And then the last several years, we've actually been getting all sorts of international participants as well. We've had teams from Mexico, Canada, China, and you name it. We had people on the waiting list last year from all over the place, including India and other countries. So it was really quite impressive. And Ellen is really the one who built this. I mean, without her, we would not have this amazing competition. So I really appreciate all that Ellen has done for this. I mean, for sure, we should all give her a standing applause when she gets up here. She also is a former vice president of IT and operations. She's been trying to retire for many years now. I try to suck her back into a project now and then because she's so good. So, and she's on the board of the San Fernando Valley chapter because they won't let her go either. So, so Ellen, come on up and tell us all about how you can help us.
Thank you. I am really excited to see the Cal Poly people here. Dennis and Tiffany have already signed up teams. Is that right?
Yeah, they were 1 and 2.
They were number 1 and 2, and I'm really thrilled. Looking forward to seeing them compete, and it's great that you guys were so early. We hadn't even announced that the website was even open when you guys signed up. So that was great. I think Jerry talked a little bit about what the event actually is. The thing that blows me away is that what we're actually looking at when the students compete is the cream of the crop of the students that are willing to put themselves out to take a risk to do something that most of their associates would not do. And that is to get up in front of strangers, to go into a competition not knowing what it is, and to do their best and make presentations and explain the rationale for why they made decisions. And it really is mind-blowing. It's very incredible. They really are the cream of the crop. So I do encourage you to come. It is going to be in February 17th and 18th in San Diego. We actually just got the hotel. We haven't yet updated that on the website, but it's going to be at the Wyndham, I think it's called Wyndham Harbor or Wyndham Bayside Hotel. It's right on Mission Bay, or right next to the convention center down in San Diego on the water. So it's a beautiful place. It'll be a Friday morning is when the students show up, and they work all day Friday, present all of the teams. We limit our competition to 25 teams. They will all present Friday night. They have 8 minutes to present their the results of their competition, which is 3 rounds of this simulation game that they play. And then Saturday morning we have our district meeting, which is for all the leaders of all the local APICS chapters that are in our district. And in addition to that, we also have the finals for the CASE competition. So the top 4 teams, we actually do it in graduate and an undergraduate competitions going on at the same time. So, and it seems like for every year, the teams naturally split up. They're almost identically half and half, graduate students and the other half undergrads. And the top 4 teams, the top 2 from each of those competitions, will present again. They'll actually do another round and then present again on Saturday, and then we will present the awards after lunch on Saturday. And to make it happen, most of the money comes from donations by the chapters that are in our area, as well as we do have registration fees that the teams pay to play. And this year we're actually also focusing on, because I think we have some company leaders here, on getting some sponsorships from corporations. So I have some flyers here if anybody from a company is interested in supporting the competition. We have some benefits for you if you choose to help us out with a donation. One of the things is having access to the students, which again, they are the cream of the crop. And so I encourage you, I'll be sitting over here, if anybody's interested, just come see me. I have flyers that I can hand out for that.
Excellent. That's it. Yeah, thank you. Like I said, there's just no way this competition would happen if it wasn't for Ellen starting it 10 years ago and making it all happen. So she is truly the key there. So, but Ellen, the problem is that I really don't know many of the facts without your help. So that's one of the things that's helpful for me, being the chair, is to have her still here. So Ellen, you'll have to remind me about the raffle tickets and how much is what. So we're going to have our students selling raffle tickets at the break. We'll also be selling raffle tickets. All the raffle ticket, well, we're going to do a 50-50 raffle. So if you win the raffle, you walk away with half the money collected. The other half of the money will go to our students for the student case competition. And that's where I'm going to rely on Ellen. Can you tell me, and I'll just repeat it, I guess.
Yeah. One ticket.
One ticket.
For $1.
$1. Well, that's easy enough.
All right. 6 tickets.
6 tickets.
For
$5.
14.
14 tickets.
For $10.
For $10.
30 tickets.
30 tickets. For $20. So that seems like the best deal, right? So 30 tickets for $20. Now, we'll take, we would love to have your support, and also, who knows, you could walk away with however much money we collect, half of it anyway. So our students, please make sure that during the break you find Valerie. She's back there at the table waving. Make sure you find her so that we can sell the raffle tickets. And then when Seth gets the thing working again, we have a graphic, which I think is pretty cool. It shows who's won our student case competition for the last 10 years. And you'll see here, interesting. So Cal Poly was in the beginning, but you'll see where I was talking about 2015, Cal Poly Pomona won the undergrad division. So I think it's kind of cool. You can see that we've had folks winning from outside of our district, to be sure, and all over the place. So it's, like Ellen said, it's the cream of the crop. Cream of the crop, and we love to, these students are really amazing. All right, so let's go on to the next. Well, apparently we can't. Oh, dear. All sorts of trouble here.
Murphy's Law. It's like me. Goes to sleep.
So I'm supposed to be doing our sponsors next, which will be good to get the logo.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll go on anyway. So okay. Well, we're going to go to the panel now. So I wanted to thank our sponsors. We would not be able to do this symposium without the help of some sponsors we have. And when Seth gets it working again, you'll see it on the board. But in the meantime, you can see the logos of our platinum sponsors up on our banner up here. So I would like to thank, first of all, Arbella Technologies. Arbella has been our sponsor since our first symposium. So I certainly want to thank them. And they are a consulting firm that works at the intersection of business and technology. Certainly not an easy area to be in. To empower organizations around the world to grow their business, and they really focus in on Microsoft AX, which is one of the ERP systems that help support businesses today, and it's a very functional and flexible system. So we want to thank Arbella for their sponsorship. Annette, go ahead. Next we have the Manufacturing Executive Institute. They've also been our sponsor since day one. So we've had some really long-term supporters and that we very much appreciate. The Manufacturing Executive Institute hosts our classes in Corona, so you'll know their facility if you're taking our classes in Corona. They also are a training and publishing organization dedicated to bringing relevant knowledge to individuals that are interested in making improvements in manufacturing and distribution companies. And so they have live workshops and e-learning programs and just a variety of training type programs. So we really want to thank MEI for their support of our symposium. And then next, and these sponsors are also going to give away, our platinum sponsors are going to be giving away 4 rounds of golf in a certificate later on today. So next up, our next platinum sponsor is we have Brandman University. And Brandman is a private university that's dedicated to providing academic programs to large and diverse student populations. Founded as Chapman University, they're a leader in developing the most effective adult learning programs that deliver high-quality education. They have supply chain programs, and for APICS members, they've been offering significant some scholarships to those programs. So we absolutely thank them for those scholarships, and also thank them for sponsoring our symposium. So thanks to Brandman University. And then our newest sponsor we would like to thank is Compete Consulting. And Compete Consulting provides a new level of visibility. That's key in today's supply chain, but visibility and cost savings, that's what they're all about, to the shipping industry. So in essence, your UPS, FedEx, they're able to help save you money and find you the best solutions for your efforts. So we want to thank Compete Consulting for sponsoring us as well for our symposium. All right, excellent. So now I'd like to bring up our panel. So our panelists can come up, and I will introduce you as you're coming up. All right. So we have first up. Now I'm not going to read them all, but I'm going to give a brief introduction, and then they're also going to add to it in their first answer. So first of all, I'd like to thank John Tulak for being our panelist. He's an international business attorney. He's a corporate attorney in private practice since 1977. He is known as one of the preeminent attorneys in international business law. So we are really excited to have him here today to talk about this topic of navigating the global supply chain. So we have name tags. We'll have to move them around if you sit in the wrong spot. And then we have next up is Josie Vigil. Josie is a director of supply chain at B. Braun Medical, and she has 30 years of experience in a variety of roles in operations, materials management, planning, forecasting. I mean, she's the definition of supply chain management, and she has she is also the current president of the APICS Orange County chapter. So we're really excited to have her international experience with B. Braun and her supply chain experience. So welcome to Josie. Okay, next we have Dr. Puya Kabri. Is that right?
Correct.
Thank you. Who is VP of Engineering and Operations for Combustion Associates. And that is absolutely a global organization, one very focused on export. And Dr. Puya received his PhD from Clarkson University in Mechanical and Aeronautical Engineering. He's a recipient of the U.S. Air Force Scholarship Award and has published more than 20 scientific papers in peer-reviewed journals. And he has just a vast amount of experience and is actually PMP certified as well. Oh dear, I just remembered, I forgot to mention PMP, which is the Project Management Institute. They're also a supporter of ours. So welcome to Dr. Puya.
Thank you.
All right, and next we have is Luke Haylock. Luke is the Global Director of New Products for Alcoa. We're probably all very familiar with Alcoa. And Luke has 35 years of experience as a technology and management professional in the aerospace industry, and has also been with Alcoa in positions of increasing responsibility since 1994. In his current position as a worldwide Director of New Product Development, clearly he has something to do with the global supply chain. He's responsible for technology, strategy, research and development, intellectual property management, and university relations. So we want to welcome Luke. And then last, but certainly not least, we have Elizabeth Warren, who I have to say, Parzad was just so excited to be able to talk about having Elizabeth Warren on our panel because she just liked that idea of sending you an email about it. But Elizabeth Warren, in this case, is actually Executive Director of FuturePort. So she is really a guru when it comes to our Los Angeles, Long Beach ports. And so FuturePort is a membership-based advocacy group representing business interests engaged in the goods movement in Southern California. And so she's really advocating for the balance between economic growth and environmental stewardship on behalf of its members. No easy job. And I know she's very involved with local governments and could tell us all about the challenges we have in getting things to and from the Inland Empire, which is one of our, certainly our challenges out here. So thank you to Elizabeth Warren. All right, so what we're going to do now to start the panel off is, you know, we'll have each of them, you know, if they want to add to my introduction, they feel free to do so, and maybe just, you know, kick us off with one, you know, a tidbit or somewhere. What one point do you think you'd like to start us off with on the topic of navigating the global supply chain? After that, I'll go through some questions I have, and then